Gravity was not complete, but at the same time gravity came was an idea how to destroy viruses that inflict human beings. For example, the HIV virus, which causes a syndrome in human beings, the AIDS syndrome. In 1998, it was much more prevalent as a problem in society. Still is, but yet it seems whoever grabs hold of the media or whatever, what problem, what squeaky wheel. Let me just say that in the year 1998, this was a big topic. I believe I was given a light on how to destroy this virus. And I thought this was my gift to the world to begin to give. And I would then give these words of unity and peace. Everything that I've been endowed with in regards to Jerusalem, Mount Sinai, this whole relationship, what is going on? Well, I have tried to the best of my abilities, it was really only several months of investigation when I received this information. I conducted my own personal research. I still believe to this day that it would work, but upon some more trying to relay it upon the early primordial days of the internet in 1998, there was no video you could post, there was hardly any bandwidth and such. It was very crude, but there was some places that you could go, and I have tried to try and talk about an idea I called Project V20 for a virus, how to manipulate a virus and destroy it. Well, 10 years ago was an idea that I tried to openly give out to humanity. For me, was only that I could be given an ear to be listened to. That was my reason for coming upon the internet. Back then, there was a record upon it, what I have done. Well, I did not go far with that. Friends, family, I'm not born rich. I'm not one to ask anybody for money. And I tried to stimulate interest into it. I tried. I put it upon the net and was hoping something would come out of it, but nothing. I'm not an individual with a medical degree. I have engineering degrees and electrical engineering. My realm is not medicinal, so that idea I did not have any credibility. That idea stopped. Well, so now I don't have a gift to give to humanity. So I go back to gravity for several more years. This time, in my mid-30s, I've already acquired so much knowledge that I was about to build machines, and I have built many machines in gravity to attempt to manipulate gravity itself. And in what I thought my last experiment, only in regards to running myself completely broke, completely exhausted mentally, physically, sacrificing so much time and energy and thought to go after the bigger things in life, when so many around me buy a home, get a family, do what most people do, I was after something else. At the end of these gravity experiments, an idea on how to energy by way of water. Always when you feel you're at the end of your rope, something comes. That was then, 2002, 2003. I stopped with gravity and I continue. I continue upon my own endeavors. I consider it of a spiritual nature, why I never had, I don't know, the ability to ask for money to fund my work. Everything I have done upon my own endeavors. And I continued in regards to this energy device that I successfully completed last year. To as far as I want to take it. Let me explain to you what happened. And why I have been speaking up. And why, when I said that for 1 year I have been upon the internet, I have solved the energy crisis. And for many who want to come to believe in me, I also say I am a messenger of God. And I understand the statement. And I would try my best to explain it. It is difficult. So I find myself now to do this, to explain it. Here it comes. Why I have this conviction. Well, upon my own endeavors, my own money, my own time, with no assistance, I continue in an idea, in a world that screams about energy, greenhouse gases. I continue to sacrifice my life with a device close to 1 million volts. And the first time I resonated this device, two Hasidic Jews walk in to the 5th floor of my building and witness it by looking through my door. I have now lived for 10 years, I have said, believing I received a message, that I am a messenger. But yet, the ability to speak up, something to tell me to speak up, to give a gift, a miracle. I would say that that was a funny event, but it started even beforehand. Even finding the location of my laboratory free of charge by someone who once worked on gravity himself, the owner of the building, which I found extremely interesting. But it surely began when two Hasidic Jews, Wolf Landau, the other gentleman is Tom, and I forgot his last name, but it will be found, I'm sure, in time. That occurred, and I knew that was something interesting, but yet I must continue. Do I know for sure? My experiment was not clear-cut, a nuclear fusion steam generating system. To many people who see it on the net, they simply see underwater electricity. They think it's special effects. They think it's been done before. They're not thrilled. People in science of this field know, and it will take time. I built a 1 million volt device. It's going to take time for somebody else to risk their life. I would hope it to be a nuclear power plant, a coal power plant, somebody with credibility, with funding and a staff to replicate my experiment and conclude it yourself, the nuclear fusion byproducts that will be generated in my ideology, which will yield unlimited energy for this earth. So they witnessed it on this day. I'm still not really there with conviction. The conviction I have right now to speak up in front of my cousin, in front of my own mother and father, in front of whoever is around me. I don't care to go door to door. I am well aware about talking about God. God is in our hearts, all of us. We're just trying to live this life. We're all trying to make sense of it. Okay? I understand. It takes me 6 more weeks to build this experiment a little bit better so I can make a video. Instead of the initial sparks that were seen by these two gentlemen and my cousin also and 2 other gentlemen on the very first time I resonated this device that I envisioned like a lightning bolt that hit me with an idea in the year late 2002. I finally do so last year in 2007. Well, I needed to build it a little bit better. And on the day that I do so is Palm Sunday, last year, of the Eastern Orthodox Church. It's also April Fool's Day in the Western society. I want to say it this way because it seems like a joke. It seems tricky. It seems like I am playing a trick. But I will assure you that I believe there is something far greater, and all of us